Alright guys, welcome back to the Digimon Let's Play. Without getting too much down the rabbit hole of introductions, let's find out exactly what we're getting onto, because this might well be a double episode, and if so, I want to get right into the nitty gritty. It's not going to affect Xmon for a while. Go be predictive or productive, take on some cases. Ego searching isn't really my thing, but apparently now there's a Nakano bulletin board. Go take a look and find out or if there's anything that we can do. Alright. So, where would the Nakano bulletin board be? Is that going to be somewhere handy or helpful? I have no sure. We're going to find this bulletin board, guys, wherever it might be, and yeah, in fact, looks like we found it already. Let's go. Okie dokie. So, rather than taking our detective cases, we now have this. This bulletin board is packed with people's grievances. I hear strange groans during the night. I saw a monster shadow inside Nakano Broadway, etc., etc. Okay. I'll just pretend I try and read the last part, because there was something in there that said, I think the detective agency is to blame for all this nonsense. So a little joke there by the developers. Alright guys, I like that. Let's see what we can do. Hey, we've got another case to tackle. Hope you're ready for another day of hard... Hold on. What's this about a bulletin board? So people are saying this place is taking a turn for the even weirder. Alright. Sounds like the residents have a lot of pent-up frustration. We definitely aren't lacking in people who have got it out for us. Once you have a bad apple in their eyes, you're always one. Or once you are a bad apple, even if you're innocent. Yep. I guess we're going to clear our good name. And it's to do with this bulletin board. Alright, cool. Let's head back along. I actually thought what that was going to be was a bulletin board in which we would pick up basically bigger quests. But it doesn't look like it is. I think it's just the point of this quest. Let's have a look. Nakano's legendary busters. Let's talk to Kyoko first. I nearly called her Kikyo again. God damn it, too much anime. It's not going to affect Xmon for a while. Go be productive. Yeah. So she's telling us all this. We're going to just help this case, and it's probably going to take us into an interaction with Kyoko right now. So we got a farm expansion plugin for doing this. Let's see what is the hap. Oh, we've got the whole shebang with us. If it's not these guys again. What's this, the drama club or something? The occult club? Hey there, May, you're early today. Of course, when we heard you had something intriguing to share with the club, how could we not rush over? Dude, this club, I don't know whether I like them or not. Obviously, we've still got our friend at the back there in the little cat outfit. What, I mean, what's new? That's made for you, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Okay, cool. Doesn't look like this is going to be a massively important quest, just something to pass the time in between our main plotline, so let's just, let's get through this. As fun as the Research Cult Club quests are, you know, I'm getting to the stage where, you know, I just kind of want to kind of go through these, and we're still going to take in what's happening, he says, as he spam clicks X through all of the dialogue, but I want to be making these a little bit faster than normal. So, Yish Kenji, you're not exactly doing us any favours getting her all hyped up. Well, that's what I said is true. All sorts of weird, unusual things go down here in Nakano. Yeah, well, that's kind of what the bulletin board was telling us. Cool. All this garbage. All those things remain unsolved. So naturally, you already solved them. What is this already talk? So these guys seem to have a lot of problems. Kyoko is telling us that she's actually solved them all. Whether that's true or not, I'm not sure, but we'll take her word for it for the time being. As your reward for this time around, how could I give you guys my file with the so-called supernatural cases that I've worked on? Tell us more, says the occult club. These guys are interested. They want all of Kyoko's goodies. Cool, so it looks like Kyoko's going to hand over her file. There are essentially 4 different odd phenomena going on around here, and I want you guys to solve with your passionate and young sensibility. 4 oddities. Okay, go on. First, I want you to figure out what's behind 3-legged Matthew who wanders around these parts in search of something. Dude, it sounds like 3-legged Matthew's in search of a good time. Then I want you to look into the Kata who roams the floors of Nakano Broadway. After that, go look into the Reaper elevator, which ascends from the basement floor. Dude, I don't want to go anywhere near a Reaper elevator. That shit sounds creepy as fuck, especially at 2 AM. And last, but certainly not least, see what you can find out about Mr. Tip Tap, a spirit. Dude, are we going to be involved in all of these? Something... She looks like she's telling it to the research club, but I get the feeling that she's going to shove this onto us. Who knows? We better indulge them head on over. Not like we have much of a choice. Alright, see you later, guys. What the fuck is going on? Don't you think you're trying to take it easy now? You're joining up with them. No, Kyoko, please. God, Kyoko, why? So Pete turns up. This might be a bit awkward to ask, but I've noticed your assistant kind of just zones out sometimes. Is everything alright? Dude, that's totally us. We're like this. Clicking X. Okay. Wolfie seems to have forgotten what's happening here. Or, yeah. Alright, so it looks like we have a bunch of stuff to be doing. Fuck. I'm so stoked for this quest, as I'm sure you can tell. We're going through every floor, checking whether these strange things are actually taking place, right? Right, since the report of three-legged Matthew seemed to centre around this floor, we'll start with that and go from there. So at least the game's kind of taking us through step by step. Three-legged Matthew. Alright, my friend. Why does the Nakano shopping centre suddenly look deserted? This is kind of worrying. I figured out a little of three-legged Matthew's backstory, so get this. 30 years ago, there was a popular Anita doll whose clothes you could swap out. Matthew was another doll who was her ex-boyfriend, and he had 3 legs. Anyways, originally he was described as being her fiancé, but another male doll that showed up later, Lance, a diplomat, became popular. How could Lance replace three-legged Matthew? How is that possible? At some point, Lance and Anita got hitched, and Matthew got relegated to the ex-boyfriend position. Dude, that burn. Feels bad. Is that it? Is that it? I guess we're just going to wander around, see if we can pick up more clues here. Have you seen someone with 3 legs? After he lost Anita to Lance, Matthew went insane and attacked Lance, chopping his body up and sending the pieces to Anita? I thought he was a doll. But things didn't go entirely according to plan. When he tried to sign the final piece to her, a single leg, because as it turned out, Anita was putting Lance's body back together using forbidden dark magic. Okay. Yeah. Not sure if we believe all of this. Lily. You know, I think Manika and Kenji make a cute pair, don't you? Completely irrelevant. Okay, it looks like we've done everything we need. Nothing really out of the ordinary here. No one with 3 legs anyway. Dude, that has to be a rude joke. Now to turn our attention to Kata. Is that it? Is that the end of three-legged Matthew? Like, what the fuck? I wanted to see this guy. He seems like a very interesting character. Not to turn out our attention to Kata, blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's go. So, if this is just a case of wandering around looking for people to talk to, then, you know, I'm fine. Okay. Yeah, honestly, guys, we were in the middle of fighting Mega Digimon non-stop, and you guys are turning up with your BS, and, you know, it's no offense to you homies, but, you know, I'm kind of going to go on a limb here and say that 90% of the players who, like, manage to make it to this part of the game will not take the time to wander around and read all this stuff. You know, some people might enjoy it, and a lot of the time the dialogue is generally quite funny, but there is just so much. I can't do it. I want to fight Royal Knights. Don't take that away from me. Okay, you seem totally bored, Lily. You're just spouting weird stuff. Okay, cool. Yep, nothing down here. This has to be one of the strangest quests we have done up until this point. We've got a little chick hanging outside the ice cream shop. Anybody else in here that we have to chat to? Yep, our friend here. Cool. And it seems like that is us done. I'm wondering where all the people have went. This is kind of worrying. Where are all the customers? Here we are at the elevator that chomps people at 2 AM. Alright, come to us, Reaper Elevator, make thyself be known. It's past 2 AM now. Why? Oh, maybe that's why there's no people here, because we're here in the dead of night. Obviously, Jack. Why isn't anything showing up? I called out to it, but there's no sign. This sucks. I hate it. I want to see the Grim Reaper at last once, or at least once in my life. Well, if you are going to meet the Grim Reaper, it's probably going to be once. Don't get too carried away with yourself there, friend. Okay. Mate, we're getting worried about you. Why don't you take a little break at the cafe? Cool. There's still Kotsu to check. We have to check everything again, top to bottom. There has to be something here. I just know it. Dude, I'm so not down for that. Let's just go to the cafe. Let's go to the cafe. We'll have a cappuccino. Dude, it looks like it's sunlight outside, so unless we've been here all fucking night, I don't know what the fuck's going on. There's nothing here. No ghosts, no spirits, nothing. Oh, cheer up. Have you never seen Paranormal Activity? Have you never seen Paranormal? You know what happens when the demon turns up, right? You know, it just fucks people about. I don't think you guys want this right now. It's okay, mate. You sure? Eep. Blah, blah, blah. Don't you guys hear it? You're right. Is that the elevator? Maybe it's Kyoko. But she's not the only resident here. Who could it be? Maybe it's a cop? That sound just now. Did the elevator just arrive on this floor? It must have. It's the Reaper elevator. Dude, I think there's going to be... Okay, I think there's going to be an explanation to this, I would imagine. Let's find out. Who's here? Mysterious old man appears. And he's got a really sore back, apparently. Was that somebody's voice? What's going on here? Why are you kids doing in here? We asked the same question. Why are you here so late? Missy, it's morning already. I always come here to relax around this time. But it's not even 4 yet. Well, actually, it makes sense. My grandpa tends to get up really early too. Okay. So this guy's just here for his morning cappuccino. And we're here trying to find ghosts and shit. Imagine we had Rose an army of zombies and this guy's just going to walk in and be like, what the fuck is going on? Is that a third leg? Wait a minute. Now everything is starting to piece together. What are you blathering about? And he says kata kata. Those dentures are making the chattering noises. Hence the second puzzle. So we've got the first puzzle, three-legged Matthew. The clicking of his dentures being his false teeth or whatever. He came up in the elevator at a weird time early in the morning. Sounds like this old man here is actually the cause of all the drama. Little does he know. He was so famous. Okay. Quest over. Now for all the usual BS. Honestly, we can just pan completely over this and make it just pretend as if we never done the quest. Okay, we'll solve other mysteries ourselves. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, Occult Club, it was lovely doing business with you, and we love yous to bits, especially Lily, but other than that, you guys can leave now. Go home, get some rest, do something useful with your lives. And we'll hit you guys up later. Man, and there I was thinking I was acting cool for once. See you later, guys. Take care. Alright, love you. Back to the main quest. Alright, let's go. Either way, we can now report back to the other tenants on those issues that have been taken care of. Cool. So, did she just try and imply that the Occult Club is our rivals? What's happening with the weird old guy staring at the chalkboard? Is this the menu he's looking at? Because if it's not, I'm kind of worried. What makes me drag my old bones out here every morning, I wonder? This place feels really nostalgic to me for some reason, but I can't pinpoint the reason why. Mysterious old man. What the? Pete! What is going on here? We've got a bit of a connection between Pete and the mysterious old man. Miko? I don't think we're going to get any more developments in that. Is Pete the Digimon? Who knows? Let's cash in this quest and get it over and done with. Yet another farm expansion plugin, but we're done. It's always interesting how mysteries often lead and tie into one another, but I digress. Great work, as always. Get ready for another case soon. Alright, Kyoko, what you got for us? I haven't seen Pete in a while. I doubt he's left Nakano Broadway, but there's something been troubling him. Go find him. So, based on where we just bumped into Pete in the cafe, that is going to be our first point to check. So let's just go straight up the stairs and see if we can find him. I should have went up the creepy elevator that assassinates people at 2 AM, but, you know, we're here now. We do actually need to do the Colosseum at some point as well, guys, and finish the Platinum Cup. But that will be for another time. Is Pete in here? Pete? No? Pete, please. Oh, God. Alright, so now we have the fun game of trying to locate Pete and wherever he could be. I'm going to have a hunt around for him because he could be fucking anywhere, and when I find him, I'll hit you guys up. Pete! There you are, my friend. Alright, what's up, buddy? Oh, it's you. Do you know what I am? You're a Digimon? And then he fades away. Pete, what are you up to? We're going to get a quest here. What's happened? Pete disappeared in front of you, just come back. Dude, how the fuck... I guess we explained to Kyoko on the phone. I guess that's how she knows. Sometimes she kind of jumps to these conclusions very, very quickly. But I guess it's just the game's way of portraying what's actually going on in a prompt manner. Which I appreciate. Let's go back in here. I guess once we click on the board, we're going to pick up our Pete quest. Let's have a look. Yep, here we have it. Ghost Cat Building, and it's 4 stars. Alright, respectable. Old Man Mitsushima. It's in Broadway. I've been looking for so long. My Miko. My poor cat. Please find Miko. And we got a memory up. Let's do it. Is this the three-legged guy from the last quest? Okay. So we're going straight to the cafe. Fine. Dunzo. I'll meet you guys there. So here we are at the cafe. And there is an earthquake going on. It feels like it stopped. I wonder if that was an earthquake. Dude, something went on. Probably the fact that Xmon's still on the list. We have 2 people to talk to in here. Let's talk to this guy. An earthquake? No, I didn't feel anything of the sort. Strange. Yeah, these guys are acting awful relaxed for that big shaky moment. So old man Mitsushima is not in right now. Alright. You originally met him there early in the morning. Might as well come back around the same time and see if he shows up. Bitch, so what have we to do with the rest of our day? We just chill about in the cafe? Let's head back to... Why did you put us back down here? Why? Why couldn't we have just stayed in the cafe? I know it's not a realistic game, but it's a game about Digimon. We can expand reality sometimes. Alright, here he is. Luckily, we do find the man himself, and it's quiet. Don't know what the earthquake was about, but I guess we'll find out in just a minute. Oh, it's you again. I've been waiting, you know. Sure. You stopped by yesterday afternoon. Must have been bad timing, kid. I've been waiting here forever for you. What's done is done. Let's just let bygones be bygones and start searching now. My Miko, you see, he's inside the wall here. Okay, so unless this guy is absolutely crazy, he thinks that his cat is chilling inside the wall. Are you at Key Cafe right now? I'm picking up readings of a really strong digital wave vibrations from the 4th floor. It's really huge, current coursing through there. Yeah, dude, it's fucking messy as fuck up here. My money's on that old time capsule being the cause of them. What's that, an earthquake? No, I can confirm it's definitely not. There's no movement here. It's just us. So we're bumping about like we have epilepsy, and it's gonna kill me in a minute. Things are just as they seem. Please stop. Don't wake up from this. It's Miko. No, I'm Pete. Whatever you are, Miko, just come back to me. Sure. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Dude, nothing like a stray cat quest in the middle of all this excitement. Thanks, game. The vibrations have stopped for now. Kyoko's turned off her... but the digital waves are still as intense as ever. There's something big brewing in there. As I suspect earlier, they're coming from the old vacuum tube computer inside the wall. The digital waves are just gushing out from the old intranet lines. Okay, cool. So it looks like we're just going into the cyberspace. Can we do that nice and fast? Yep, here we go. Connect jump. Woo! Let's find out who is down here. Please let's wake me up from a dream. What's going on with Pete? Only one way to find out. Alright, onwards we go. No Digimon battle. We dodge here. Where are we going? Left or right? Let's go left. See what we can find down here. We've got an item to the left, so we're going to go down and pick that up. 2 little Gabum. Oh, why can we not escape? Look at our party, guys. Look at our party. Why can we not escape from this fight? Oh, why? Alright, if you want to play it like that, guys, we haven't actually had a battle at all this episode, so if you want the Terraforce, I mean, we can give you the Terraforce. You guys should have just stayed in a cupboard or something. It's not my fault. It's not my fault that you got in the way. Alright. I like how Black Gatomon and Gatomon came together, though. You know. So Sakiyamon needs to drop something. I think her new ability that let's get rid of Meteor Fall, honestly, because we're not going to ever use that. We have Butters with us in the party as well, by the way. And I think that once Chromon hits her next level up, we will be able to take her back to the lab and Digivolve her. That's, again, Chromon, the only reason she's with us. But she is actually really nice. Her main ability is an AoE magic damage, so she's like a caster, but she's also really, really fast. So she's good for grinding with, if that doesn't sound too weird. You can take her into multiple battles when we're trying to gain XP, and because she is AoE and because she's fast all the time, she's actually really useful. What I'm going to do is, I know this is the wrong way, but I'm going to take us down here on the off chance that there is an item waiting for us round in this little corner. There is, so we are rewarded. What with? Let's see. A Windguard DX. Not bad. Not bad at all. I appreciate when it's something like that. It's something that we can't, you know... Maybe we can buy these kinds of items from a shop at this point, but I like when it's something that's not just like a potion, you know, something that's like really, really easily replaced. I appreciate that. So, luckily we do get to escape this battle, which is nice. Let us just head to the end of the tunnel and go where we've meant to be going. Alright guys, this is probably a good time to catch you back up. We are at the end of the tunnel and a couple of things have happened. First of all, Phil picks up a new ability, which is nice. Heavy Strike level 3, kinda cool. Puddles goes up a little bit, all these guys are getting XP, but most importantly, Ravemon is now level 63, which I think means that when we take her back to the lab, we can Digivolve her into yet another Burst Mega, so kinda excited about that. For now though, it looks like we are where we need to be. Pete's voice, why? Why do you have to know who I really am? Wasn't it you that wanted to know who you were, Pete? I'm not entirely sure what's going on. We were just trying to do our main quest, mate, and then you turned up. So what we've got is another little area that I don't think we've ever been to before, and if we have, I can't remember. I'm going to investigate around this place, guys, see what I can find, and if anything exciting turns up, I'll hit you guys up then. Yeah, hit you guys up then. See you in a bit. Alright, so we came into our first portal, and we actually picked up an attack restraint chip B, but we also have these kind of glowing things in the background. The champions that are, or the Digimon we're fighting in this area aren't that exciting. I mean, we've got two champions here. Angemon and Garurumon is actually really, really cool. I like both of those guys, but in terms of their sheer strength, it's nothing that we can't handle. I haven't clicked on any of these little fiery flames before, so what I'm actually going to do is, before we do go any further, let's just eliminate encounters, because I don't think we're going to get anything substantial in here. And then we're going to find out what these actually do, because I'm not entirely sure. Nakano Broadway Construction Part 1. Okay, so it's actually a backstory. Okay. Do we get anything off that? Today something terrible happened. A strange Digimon appeared in the middle of my bed. It was so cold in there. Eventually, when I tried calling out for help, nobody came for me. But these two detectives eventually showed up, Kyoko and Wolfie. Wolfie asked me who I was, but I said I didn't know. So Kyoko gave me a name. She called me Pete, because of the time capsule. So we picked up one key word. Alright, let's see what else we can find. Okay, so we've got another chest up here. Nice. Escape gate ×3. Cool. And we've got Nakano Broadway Construction Part 2. I don't know if these are actually in order or if we've just been lucky in how we come across them, but I think it's probably just randomized. Okay, so we've got more information, I guess, about the history of Pete and Nakano's construction, by the looks of things. Yoshito really likes this girl named Fuyumi Yuki. He always sits me on his lap and tells me all about her. Everything is perfect about her, he says. Her singing, her dancing, her looks, everything. He says she's 1 in a million among idols. Okay. I just love hearing Yoshito talk to me so happily. So obviously, when Pete was in small mode, when he was an actual cat, it sounds like he was held by an owner who used to talk about a girlfriend or someone that he fancied. Let's continue on. Okay, so we actually have a little firewall here, which is kind of exciting. Let's do this real quick. Where are we going? Not that way. Wall crack level 4. Normally when there's a wall, it means that whatever we get from the chest is pretty decent. And although I don't want to get my hopes up, I'm expecting that this is something... Pretend I never said anything. Here we go. Nakano Construction Part 3. Okay. We've got two like distinct storylines going on here. One about the construction of the shopping centre, and also Pete as his cat, or in his cat form. Yoshida told me that he and his son have been to a World's Fair once. Okay. So this guy had a son as well, so it's not like he's owned by... I don't really know what's going on here. He said that the line to see the moon rocks was really long, so long that it made them tired. But he said his son still had a good time. People also called Yoshito Chief Mishima. His full name is Yoshito Moseshima. Mizushima. There we go. Got there in the end. Yoshito is a big important man in the computer room, so he doesn't get out with his son too much. He's glad they got to see the World's Fair. Cool. So obviously that is the name of three-legged what's-his-face, I'm pretty sure. And this takes us back to this spot here. Alright, onwards and upwards. This, I believe, is the last fire, guys. Let's find out if it actually is. So more, finally, some more information about the construction again. Is that us done? Yoshito always had me sitting on his lap, petting my head nice and gently. I love Yoshito. Yoshito always calls me Miko. Miko is a girl's name, but Yoshito gave it to me, so I love it. And that's us. We've got yet more keywords. It looks like we're not done yet, so I'm going to continue on yet again, and hopefully we can wrap this up pretty soon. Alright guys, so I finally managed to find the other flame. I missed this one earlier, but here we go. Construction Part 5. More garbage. Starting to lose my patience a bit with this quest, because it's starting to annoy me a little bit. But anyways, without too much flame, it's dark in here. All dark. I can't see a thing. I'm okay being in the dark. I'm not scared of it or anything, but it's never been this dark before. Yoshito's not here. I don't even smell him. I can't go back outside, Yoshito. Where are you? I don't know if Pete's been put in a box and then left at the side of the road or something, but something's not too good with this story. It's kind of taking a dark turn here. Please sit me on your lap and pet my head again. Yoshito. Yoshi-to. Here we go. Finally. Now you know. Now you know who I really am. Dude, I have no idea what the fuck's going on, Pete. You used to be a cat. You were loved by a guy and a small boy. Other than that, still a bit confused, mate. So it's begun. Though I have to say, this is a bit more than what I bargained for. If this keeps up, the building's going to collapse for sure. Alright. Pete, who am I? Dude, you're Pete. Pete's a fine name. It's a good name. It suits you. It's grand. Everybody loves you as Pete. Alright, so it looks like we are just going to report back to the agency. Is that right here? Just before we actually take a teleportation back. Explain who Pete is. Is Pete going to be... Oh no, he's right here. I didn't even see him because he's so small and cuddly. Alright, so we've got Pete, we've got Yoshito, and we've got Miko. Let's do this. Pete. No, that's not right. That is not right. Okay. Into a battle with Pete we go. Apparently he really didn't like that. Now somehow Pete knows Mac Rush times 3, which is kind of worrying. He has neutral damage, so I'm not entirely sure how much DPS we're going to do here, but 101. Pete is a strong baby Digimon. Let's hit him with a Great Tornado just because this quest has been stressing me out and I need to let out some anguish. There we go. A nice crit for 815. How'd you like that, Pete, my boy? I don't know. Are we going to have to fucking battle Pete every single time we answer one of these keywords? Because if so, that's making me even more unhappy than I already was. Let's just do this and see if we can see if we get any results here. 500 XP and a speed boost. So glad. Yeah, that's right. My name is Miko. Yoshito is my friend. Pete is your friend. Yoshito's calling out to me, or out for me. He's been looking for me this whole time. He found me. Yoshito. Is Yoshito in old man form now? What is going on? Looks like these tremors have stopped. That's my assistant for you. You've done very well. Now I don't need to worry about any broken coffee cups. Shut up, Kikyo. Kikyo, fucking again. Shut up, Kyoko. Here we are, Miko. It's really you, old man Mizushima. Yoshito, I'm so sorry. You've been waiting for me for so long. Where did you go, Pete? I'm the one who should be apologising here, Miko. I'm the one who left you alone this whole time. I'm so sorry, my friend. No, it's okay. Did we get to know why you left him alone? Like, why did you abandon him? Was it a mistake? Did you do it on purpose? Were you negligent? What is going on? If it wasn't for you, I had never lived to see Miko with my own eyes again. How long has it been, guys, that you still remember each other if he used to be a small boy who used to pat you? Now he's an old man. I should probably explain. You see, back when the vacuum tube computer was still around, I lived here in this building away from my family. That computer was where I used to work, says old man Mishuzima. The only family I ever had with me the whole time was Miko here. I talk with Miko every day about everything there. My memories of my family, anything to help keep my loneliness at bay in there. He would join me in the computer room and we spent many hours together over the years. Eventually they closed down the room and sealed the whole thing off with a thick wall, like it was never there to begin with. It was around that time I lost Miko too. I couldn't find him anywhere. Wherever I looked. Dude, that's sick as fuck. He got jammed in when they were constructing the building. What the hell? I had a bad feeling about where he might have ended up and came back here. Who knows how many times to rescue him. But in the end, I couldn't do anything for him. I gave up over time and nearly forgot about him. Before I knew it, it had been decades since we had last been together. Alright, so I'm glad that you're reunited, Pete. I'm glad that your new name is now Miko and that you're happy with your old friend from a long time ago when you got sealed in a room of concrete or whatever's going on there. Not entirely sure, but this quest was total filler and it's kind of tilting me a little bit. So our Pete was actually a cat named Miko, sealed deep inside a wall along with the old vacuum tube computer from the American occupation days. And somehow, using the building's intranet, or rather the power of its ley line, he merged with the computer and became a Digimon. The old cats had a hell of a life, wouldn't you agree, Wolfie? We can't say for sure what the actual assimilation process entailed, but at this point, we know better than to doubt it happened. If you haven't realised already, guys, just a word between you and I. My energy levels have plummeted from the start of this fucking quest, and yeah, first the occult club, then Pete and the vacuum and all this good stuff. I'm losing my will to live here, but we're going to push through it. You mentioned that towards the end, old man Mishuzima said, now we can go back to living together again, right? What do you think he meant by that? Dude, Pete is out of here. He is not coming back. He is gonzo. Not only that, but in the case you solved earlier where he was the one behind the urban legends, how did he keep breaking into the building? Let's assume for the sake of argument that he somehow had access to an entrance that let him come and go at the time and he did. Is she trying to imply that he's a ghost? If he'd physically been able to, or been getting into the building so much that way that that he was being reported, you'd think someone would have gone differently. I guess rather than take the elevator. I don't know what's going on. Any theories you'd like to propose? What do you think? Should we dig a little more? The answer to that question is a firm no. Pete's voice, please leave us be. Don't go looking for us. Alright. I think that answers the question. That's understandable. Then it's probably best we do indeed let sleeping dogs lie. So it sounds like the old man and Pete were both ghosts, and together they are living in eternity together, I guess. Okay. On that note, let's keep it to ourselves. I agree, Kyoko. Either that or we'll these guys will come back and haunt us. Not all Nakano Broadway brings many things together. The spirit world and the world of the living. We get a nice pan through Nakano here. This is kind of nice. And now the physical and the digital. Don't go down those stairs. That is death. Yeah, walk past, walk past. Truly nothing is impossible in this crazy hole in the wall we came home. Or we call home. Dude, I thought they were going down the stairs. Holy moly. Investigate the ghost cat building complete. Report back to the detective agency. Well, thank you so much for that invigorating quest. Don't know why it was 4-star. We pick up 5,000 yen and a memory up. So that is extremely nice. Well, looks like it's just you and me again here. The couches look so empty without Pete around. We better get more clients to keep them warm. Sure. Now what I'm going to do is going to make these two items here click together. So memory up DX plus 10 and then plus 5 again. So that feels good, but the only kind of highlight of this quest for me personally. But if you guys enjoyed it, I'm not entirely sure. Who knows? Let me know what you thought down in the comments. I'm going to wrap this episode up here, guys. We're probably going to just brand this episode as complete filler in the title, so that if you guys wanted to skip over it, I'll put a little note at the start of the episode again as well. And hopefully if you've made it to this point, it was because you enjoyed watching along and you kind of enjoyed getting the extra backstory. Obviously Pete was one of our kind of beloved characters, so I guess it's nice to have a sort of round off for him. But I hope that when we come back in the next episode, whenever that will be, we will be solving a bit more important things than ghosts and cats and all of that fun stuff that we know and love. Anyways, thanks so much for watching, guys. Leave me a rating if you fancy doing that, and I will see you tomorrow.